Okay, today let's learn how to make Moussaka or Maghmour, which is basically an eggplant or aubergine based dish. And obviously all countries in the Mediterranean have their own version, and this is mine. Some people don't like moussaka because they find it oily, and that's got to do with how the aubergines are prepared. The great secret to making good aubergine or eggplant is to dehydrate it before. So chop it up, you can do it in rounds or in these thin wedges as I've done here today, and you add salt to it, and then you can put it out in sunlight or just on a tray for a few hours to soak out the moisture. Once I pat them dry after a few hours, I then rub them with some medium or regular olive oil, and then I griddle them. You can also put them in the oven that way, or deep fry them if you like it that way, but I prefer to griddle them. So once I've got them nice and charred, and they kind of look good this way as well, I put them to the side and I'm going to start with the stew. So with most stews we start with an onion, and for this moussaka I start with slicing them. So chop the onion in half and then slice them kind of thick because you want it kind of chunky. You don't want like a refined stew. Stews are usually scooped up with bread, so you want them a tiny bit chunky. Then I go in with some regular olive oil, and then on medium heat I kind of quickly flash fry those onions. So I'm not going for a caramelized effect. I just want to get them nice and charred, nice and cooked within 5 to 10 minutes. And with most Lebanese stews, it's always 1 onion and 2 cloves of garlic. So here I've chopped some garlic, again, not too finely, and I'm going to add them to the onion. When I add the garlic, I reduce the heat a little bit because I don't want to burn the garlic. Yeah, burnt garlic does not taste good. And then I start with the tomatoes. So here I've got about 3 to 4 tomatoes. And I don't just use fresh tomatoes. I always, in my stews, I use a little bit of tomato concentrate, which kind of like boosts that tomato flavor. And obviously if you're like in the middle of summer and you've got the best tomatoes, just use tomatoes. I don't personally add a lot of spices to my stews because I like the big flavors to do the talking. So I add a little bit of 7 spice, maybe like 1/4 teaspoon, and a tiny pinch of black pepper. Start with a teaspoon of salt and adjust it as necessary, especially towards the end. And here I've got a can of chickpeas, which I always rinse beforehand. And then when the sauce is nice and thick, I add the chickpeas. So now I'm going to add some water, like a cup of boiling water. I never add cold water to my stews, just boiling water. Then we're going to get those beautiful eggplants that we prepared earlier and add them to the stew. And here you're going to let everything simmer for about 20 minutes or so. And you can know when it's done by checking one. So take a little bit of the eggplant and taste it. If it looks nice and cooked to you, then, turn the heat off. If it needs a bit more, add another 10 minutes or so. Sometime before I turn off the heat, I like to add a little drizzle of pomegranate molasses or gourmet, and that gives it like a nice sour kick to it. Don't add too much gourmet or it will overpower the stew because you want it to be subtle, just like in the background. The star of the show is the eggplant, and you can find this recipe and other brilliant Lebanese recipes in my ebook. Check out my website on how to get that. And we eat this in Lebanon with a little bit of bread. You can also have it with some leftover rice if you like, but I can assure you there's nothing more delicious on a cold day. And of course it usually tastes even better the next day. If you do buy my ebook, please send me a message and let me know how you like it. I've got lots of tips and recipes on there on how to cook, the secrets of good cooking. So it's not just a compilation of the best recipes. I've got a bonus section on my secret guide to cooking, if you like. And I know a lot of you have found it really useful, so thank you for all the great comments.